This is TEFL Kevin, and I'm here to share some thoughts with you today in a video I call the Vantage Advantage. And it starts with the Practicum, or the observed teaching practices. What's that? That's when you teach in front of real students, and you're observed by a professional. That professional will give you valuable feedback that you will incorporate into your next class. But there's a little step in that process that I want to cover in a bit more detail. First, you develop your lesson plan. That goes through a few iterations till we're happy that you've really got an effective lesson plan to present to the students. Then you'll source the materials that you need to deliver the lesson plan. Then you deliver the class. You're not finished there. Then you will do your own self-evaluation. We have a form that will give you a guidance and the feedback that we're looking for. And then after you've done all that, you sit down with our professional trainer, and he'll give you his evaluation. Why are we doing this practicum? A lot of online-only courses skip all this step. We think this is where you develop the skill set for teaching. And if you don't have skills, how can you do anything? That's why doctors do residency. They don't just go to medical school and just sit in classes all day. They actually visit patients and under supervision and treat them to get better at their craft. You only can learn something. Knowledge is gained from the course book. Skills are gained from applying that knowledge in a real world situation. If you were going to learn to play the guitar, you can go online and learn all the chords, how to hold them, how to change them. You could learn the techniques of fretting. You could learn everything about the guitar you needed to know. But when you first started to play it, you're not going to sound very good. You just sound like shit. But with practice, the strumming will get better, the technique will get better. You're applying the knowledge through practice, and skills are developed. It's the same with anything else. That's why practice makes perfect. It's the same with teaching. You've got to get out there in a class. Whether that class is online or in a classroom, you still have to get in front of students and teach and get feedback and all of that. And that's what we're doing with all our courses. We've been doing this, Vantage has been around since 2007, so we've been doing this many years. And if you look at the feedback at major review sites like gooverseas.com or TEFL Course Review, we're at the top, or very near the top in almost every category. And it's usually our practicum that makes it shine. Practice teaching is crucial. It's where you get the key advantage in doing it. What we're doing now, however, with the COVID crisis, is that we can't go into classrooms anymore. With over 90% of the world's schools closed, there's no way we can do practice teaching in a classroom setting because of the social distance requirements that are all the rage right now. So we're using video conferencing software to do it virtually. We're going to create a classroom where you as a TEFL trainee will teach a class. You'll be observed by the professional trainer. You'll be in a room full of students who will be responding to you. It's not 100% the same as a real classroom, but it's pretty close. And at the end of the day, you'll do your self-evaluation, and then the following morning we'll give you our professional feedback, which you incorporate into your next session. What's the result of all this? The results are really simple. We typically see in the first class and the second class teachers that are very nervous, very unsure of themselves. But as they develop lesson planning know-how and the techniques, the knowledge of how to develop a framework for a class, and then as they actually practice doing it, they actually become quite skilled by the 5th or 6th classes. And they're pretty much ready to go into the classroom, in any classroom anywhere in the world, and teach pretty much anyone. That's it. That's all I really want to say to you today. But this whole virtual concept means that you can still be trained up in teaching today without having to wait for this COVID, for a vaccine to get us out of this COVID mess. This is TEFL Kevin. If you like us, click down below. It's down somewhere down below. I never know where exactly it is. And don't forget to subscribe.